All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders from Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters, the House of David, the true believers, the sincere ones. This is the Bram out here, Jeremiah Sacramento Camp. Today's day is June 10th, 2026. The apostle Tahar said that the elder apostle Tahar said it this year. The elder apostle Tahar said it this year, the year of apostasy, agents, and sellouts. This is a walk and talk, roll in the spirit. Just like the Akim saying, just hit the record button and let the spirit flow. I don't have nothing on like with this lesson, but hey, the spirit tell me just hit that record button. You know what I'm saying? Just hit that record. Just hit. This is like a spirit. Just it's like non-stop. Just hit the record. Hit the record. And just let the the Most High will take over. So yeah, man. So here it is. We got a lot of distractions go at once. You have the World Series, or not the World Series, that's baseball, but you got the NBA Finals between New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs, and landed on the same time as the World Cup, which is beginning tomorrow. Right, and then you got baseball, and then you got this UFC fight in the White House that Donald Trump has built, the Octagon there at White House. Just like Rome, man, all over again, a 2.0. This is Rome all over again, you know. So, Bread of Circus. Hold on, so like let me I walk on traffic real quick. All right. Yeah, a lot of traffic, car traffics. But it's a lot. Yeah, man. And here it is. At the same time, you got the prophets out there blowing a trumpet and sounding the alarm. Right? And these people are still hypnotized of the spell of Esau is putting out there, man. You know, that's why they give you a lot of distraction, a lot of games. All right, just like Rome. They know their finance, their system is crashing. And speaking of system, you got the mark of the beast, man. The system is here. You know? We are here. This is June. Ain't no market trips, it's June. Alright. So is that beautiful to have the Most High smacking these false prophets? You know? So now we're about to enter in this new system with the beast system, the New World Order. Right? This is what they're planning. Been planning this for a long time. But they could have did it years ago, but that's not according to prophecy. Alright, now hey, you're on the Most High's watch, man. You're on his time. You see? This how they don't want the internet to be public, right? Because now they got the information now is out there now. A lot of this guy right that says, let's bring that up. This gospel shall preach Yep. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for the witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Ooh, shit. Then shall yeah, you too. It's the same driver. The driver passed me the first time, and then that driver looped around. We both smiled at each other. She said, "Have a good night." Will do. I already gave Matthew chapter 24, verse 14, and it reads, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." And then shall the end come. So now this gospel has been preached out, man. So now we've seen all the things that's happening, man. Right? The World War III between Iran and Israel. Iran shot the U.S. Apache helicopter, and then the U.S. Trump retaliate after that. So right now they're going back and forth right now. See, so what happened to the peace deal? What happened to the peace treaty? What happened to all that? You know, ain't no peace until the house of the wicked, man. You see what I'm saying? And the scripture says, let me see, but a sword. Yep. This is the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword." The sword representing the instrument of war, instrument of death, instrument of battles, man. Right? So he's not sending peace on the earth, man. It's war. You see? So let's go to let's see. Joel. Three. It says, Joel 3 verse 9, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up." So right, so all the nations are gathering together of war. See what I'm saying? It says, because now the mighty men, so like, let me read it, verse 10, "It's beat your plowshares unto swords, and your pencil hook into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong." Right, that's the point I want to get. So now Iranians are not weak no more, man. Right? Now they want to fight. You see what I'm saying? So now they want to fight. So now they got they're testing their ICBM missiles. You know? Yeah, they're nukes, man. You see what I'm saying? So they don't want to trust the U.S. Now it's about war, man. They don't want no deals, no nothing. They want to end this war by what? Destroying the enemy. It's a lot. Let me pass it real quick. It says, assemble yourself and come all ye heathens and gather yourselves together round about. Neither cause the mighty ones to come down to the Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I be set to judge all the heathens round about. Let's go to that word. Yehoshaphat. It says Yahweh has judgment. Yep. Yehoshaphat. Oh yeah, and then today is the 10th, and on the 12th, let me see, Friday, right? They over at Tel Aviv, they're gonna have the ABC 123. You know, and yeah, that's what's I think that's on the 12th. The biggest one so far. Hey, what things are about to happen, man? You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, right there, down there, Sodom and Gomorrah, man. They're gonna throw a fat ass freaking Sodom, ABC, yeah, you know, sodomy. Way worse, dude. Way the most in Sodom and Gomorrah in the ancient world in those days. They're gonna turn it up. They're gonna bar one up. You know, pass it. You know, they're gonna pass it. They're gonna pass them up, man, of the wicked. So let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathens round about. Put ye the sickle, for the harvest reap. Come get you down, for the price is full, and fat overflow, for the weakness is great. Right. It says, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near, in the valley of decision. You see what I'm saying? So now it's about the war, man. About to kick off. Let's see. Second Esdras 13. Let me see. Second Esdras 13 verse 1 that says, and it come to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that moved for all the waves thereof. And behold, and lo, that man waxed strong the thousands of heaven. And when he turned to the countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whosoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like the earth fell when it filled the fire. It says, and after this I behold, and lo, there was a gathered together a multitude of men. Let me see. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on. It says after this I behold, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of a number of the four corners of the heaven, and subdued the men that come out of the sea. Let me see. But I behold, and lo, I had grieved in myself a great mountain, and flew upon it. So Ezra seen this great mountain. Let me see. guess. The Great Mountain is talking about the big, giant, bigger than Earth spaceship, man. Wax strong with thousands of angels with them too. Oh boy. Let me see. I don't know how to go around. It's like better. It's like for the noise. There's a lot of construction work. Bear with me real quick. Can it work over here?
You getting your car done?
Huh?
You getting your car done?
Yeah. I appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Stay nice.
You too. Let's see. It says, Salak. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it says, verse 6 says, but I behold, and lo, he had grieved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region of place without of the hill was grieving, and I count not. It says, and after this I behold, and lo, all they which were gathered together subdue him were so afraid, and yet there's fight. You see what I'm saying? So they're seeing this giant spaceship coming down from the sea, from the space, and they stopped fighting, man. But they were so afraid. They don't know what the hell's going on. And lo, he saw the violence of the multitude that came, and he neither lifted up his hand, near held his sword, near any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been the blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, the laser beams. Just like the Independence Day, when the chariot came down and the top of the building and the fire, the laser beams blasted. It says, lift up his hand near with sword, near instrument of war, but only I saw the send out of his mouth as it had been the blast of fire, out of his lips flaming breath, out and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one. So that upon the sudden unmurderable multitudes nothing was be perceived, but only the dust of smell and smoke. And I saw this, I was afraid. I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that, with this right here. So yeah, so there was a big battle over the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the so-called Middle East, West Asia. And then, so he seen that. He said he was afraid. This is Ezra's. So that's a heavy vision that he got. All right. So Habakkuk 3 verse 2. It says, "O Lord Yahweh, I have heard a speech and was afraid. O Lord Yahweh, revive thy work of the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known wrath. Remember mercy." Right, it's gonna be a whole lot of wrath. That's what he's doing. We just read it right there, 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, man. Most High was not playing. Yahweh Shemashah was not playing, man. He got busy. See what I'm saying? And so in wrath, remember mercy. That's why it was so important to pray and humble and obey the Lord by your actions. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out there, but first and foremost, I like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders from Great Millstone. Shalom to our brothers and sisters, the house of David, the true believers, the sincere ones. Until next time, shalom.